In this video, we are going to solve the examples on exercise 8.1, which is based on binomial distribution. Let's see the first example. A pair of dice is thrown 4 times. If getting a doublet is considered a success, find the probability of 2 successes. Here a pair of dice is thrown 4 times. So number of trials n is equal to 4. And if getting a doublet is considered a success. So here a success is considered as getting a doublet. So which is denoted by x. So let x is equal to getting a doublet when pair of dice thrown 4 times. Now we know that when a pair of dice is thrown in one time for a single trial, then the sample points S is equal to 1 1, 1 2, 1 3 up to 6 6. That is number of sample points n of S is equal to 36. When a pair of dice is thrown one time, then the total number of sample points is equal to 36. Now here we have to find the number of doublet. Doublet means both the numbers are same. When a pair of dice is thrown, then both the numbers are same. So such a numbers are 1 1, 2 2. So number of doublets, which is denoted by x, doublets is equal to 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5 and 6 6. So the total number of doublets are number of x is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So number of doublets when a pair of dice thrown one time, then number of x is equal to 6. Now here we have to consider the probability of doublet for a single trial. So which is denoted by P. So probability for a single trial. P means probability for a single trial. So here P is the probability of number of doublets for a single trial. Here single trial is a pair of dice thrown in one time, then the probability is equal to P is equal to probability of number of doublets for a single trial. So here probability of doublets for a single trial, that is P is equal to number of doublets. Here number of doublets are 6, and for a single trial the total number of sample points n of S is equal to 36. So P is equal to 1 upon 6. And we know that Q is the probability of failure, which is denoted by Q and defined as 1 minus P. So Q is equal to 1 minus P is equal to 1 minus, here P is equal to 1 upon 6. Then we get Q is equal to 6 minus 1, 5 by 6. So we have P is equal to 1 upon 6 and Q is equal to 5 by 6. And we have to find the probability of 2 successes. So using the binomial distribution, here to find the probability of x is equal to 2, that is probability of 2 successes. To find the probability of 2 successes when x is equal to 2. So by using the binomial distribution, X follows the binomial distribution with parameter n and p. Here n is the number of trial and p is the probability of successes. So using the formula of binomial distribution, we get probability for number of successes x is equal to x is equal to ncx p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. Here we have to find the probability for two successes. So x is equal to 2. So find the probability of x is equal to 2, and here n is equal to number of trials. Total number of trials are 4. So here n is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. So 4C2, p means 1 upon 6, probability of number of doublets. For a single trial, 1 upon 6 raised to 2. Here x is equal to 2. So we can write 1 by 6 raised to 2. And q is 5 by 6 raised to 4 minus 2. n minus x, 4 minus 2. Now by calculating this 4C2, 4 factorial, 4C2 means 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 4 minus 2, 2 factorial. 1 upon 6 raised to 2 and 5 by 6 raised to 4 minus 2, that is 2. Now the value of 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Here we can write 4 factorial in terms of 2 factorial, 4 into 3 into 2 factorial upon 2 factorial, and value of 2 factorial is 2 into 1. Here 2 factorial will be cancelled and this 2 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 into 3, 6. So value of 4C2 is 6. Now here 1 by 6 raised to 2 into 5 by 6 raised to 2. Now the value of 4C2 is equal to 6, and the value of these terms 6 raised to 1 upon 6 square into 5 square upon 6 square. By separating the index, we get 5 square upon 6 square. Now 6 upon into 5 square upon 6 square into 6 square. By adding the index for same base, 2 plus 2, 4. 1 6 will be cancelled here. So here 5 square upon 6 cube, and the value of 5 square is 25 and 6 cube is 260. So probability for number of doublets for 2 successes, that is x is equal to 2, we get the value of 25 by 260. Now by using binomial distribution, we get the probability of number of doublets. Let's see the next example. There are 5% defective atoms in a large bulk of atoms. What is the probability that a sample of 10 atoms will include not more than one defective atom? First, of atoms is equal to 10, that is number of trials is equal to 10. So here n is equal to the number of atoms, total number of atoms, n is equal to 10, and total number of atoms are 10. So n is equal to 10, and the probability of defective atoms is denoted by x. So x is equal to defective atoms, and probability of defective atoms is given 5%, which can be written as 5 by 100. Now using here we can find out the value of Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 5 by 100. We get 95 by 100. Now the question is, what is the probability that a sample of 10 atoms will include not more than one defective atom? So here we have to find the probability of a number of atoms not more than one defective atoms. So here the probability, we have to find the probability of the number of atoms include not more than one defective atoms. Defective atom. And this can be written as probability of X less than or equal to 1, that is not more than one defective atom. In this case, the defective atoms are 1 or 0. So we can write X less than or equal to 1. So by using binomial distribution, X follows binomial distribution with N and P. So the probability of X is equal to X. We know that the probability for X is equal to X. NCX P raised to X Q raised to N minus X. So for the defective atoms which include not more than one atom can be written as X less than or equal to 1 is equal to probability. This inequality include the probability for X is equal to 0 and probability of X is equal to 1. And this can be found out using binomial distribution, that is NCX. Here N is equal to 10 and X is equal to 0. So for the first probability 10C0, P means value of P is 5 by 100 into Q means 95 by 100 raised to X. Here the value of X is 0 and 95 by 100 Q raised to N minus X, that is 10 minus 0, plus for P probability for X is equal to 1 can be written as 10NCX 10C1. Here X is equal to 1, so we can write 10C1 into P means 5 by 100 raised to X. Here X is equal to 1 and Q means 95 by 100 raised to N minus X. Here N 10 and minus X 1. X is equal to 1. Now by calculating this 10C0, value of 10C0 is 1. 5 by 100 raised to 0. Any number raised to 0 value is 1 and 95 by 100 raised to 10, that is 95 by 100 raised to 10, plus 10C1, value of 10C1 is 10 into 5 by 100 raised to 1, that is 5 by 100 into 95 by 100 raised to 10 minus 1, that is 95 by 100 raised to. Cutting this we get 1 into 1 into 95 by 100. Shortest form of 95 by 100 is 19 upon 20. Dividing by 5 to both the numbers, then we get 19 by 20 raised to 10, plus here dividing by 10 to 100, then we get 5 by 10 into shortest form of 95 by 100 is 19 by 20 raised to 9. Now by separating the index, 19 raised to 10 upon 20 raised to 10 plus 5 by 10 means 1 upon 2. Here 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 into 19 raised to 9 upon 20 raised to 9. So from both the terms, 19 raised to 9 upon 20 raised to 9, then we get in bracket 19 upon 20 plus 1 upon 2. So 19 upon 20 raised to 9, and adding these two terms, 19 upon 20 plus 1 upon 2, we get by cross multiplication of 19 into 2 38 plus 20 to 1 20 upon 20 into 2 40. So 19 upon 20 raised to 9 into 38 plus 20 58 upon 40. Again the shortest form of 58 by 20 dividing by 2, we get 29 by 20. So here we can write 29. Write the first 29 into 19 raised to 9 and adding the index of 20 raised to 9 plus 20 raised to 1, that is 20 raised to 10. 9 plus 1, 10. So the answer is 29 into 19 raised to 9 upon 20 raised to 10. So probability for a defective atoms which is not more than 1 can be calculated by using binomial distribution. So here